Welcome back. As you see, the master jockey Damien Oliver taking Amalfi to the lead to win the Amy Norman Robinson Stakes. A fantastic performance, and D. Oliver will be hoping to show similar form when he rides Sky Heights, hoping to emulate the win of Sky Heights in the Caulfield Cup 2 years ago. Damien Oliver taking Amalfi to the line and returning $4.30 and $1.70 the place. Grey Song, number 3, second, $1.80. Number 10, Tully Zeal, $5.60. Gian Rooney is not only a world champion swimmer, she is a world champion tipster because she put $100 on the nose for a return of $430. Well done, Gian.
Thank you, Eddie. I'd love to say that it was all my doing, but I had a lot of great advice on that race.
Everyone on a race course has plenty of advice.
That's true, but when someone's telling you, yeah, this one, go this one because it's a Queenslander.
Now, you've brushed Michael Klim as soon as you've got the money here.
He's a bit upset, actually. I think he wanted to win a bit more than me today, so the race is on.
Good on you, Gian. We'll come back for Crown Casino a little bit later on, have another 100 on the nose and see if we can make something favourite and win some more money.
Yeah, why not? 50-50s for wimps.
Exactly, there you go. Place bets are for wimps on the nose. Gian Rooney, that's the motto of a champion, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's plenty of people around the track who are having a go at John Hawkes at the moment. The media have been getting stuck into him, and even some of his fellow trainers and the jockeys have even been getting into him. Jim Cassidy never misses a chance to have a sledge. He reckons there's a movie out at the moment called Silence of the Hawks. Well, John Hawkes today has broken his media ban to speak with Anthony Mithman about a whole lot of things, about his horses, about his marriage, about his plans for the races today, and even about his old mate Essendon coach Kevin Sheedy.
What a bloody day. To win a race like this today on a son of octagonal, I don't think it gets any better.
Times couldn't be much better for Australia's leading trainer. He's got the country's best 3-year-old, 3 live hopes in today's Caulfield Cup, and a swag of untried young horses. But after a $7,500 fine 2 weeks ago for misleading reporters, stewards and the public about a track gallop, the smile disappeared and the shutters went up. The headlines came thick and fast from story-thirsty racing writers, shuddering to think the Crown Lodge King had shut up forever.
You live by your mistakes, that's not really me, but anyway, I made a mistake. Well, we'll get on with life, and it's not an arm and a leg, it's a few dollars, but it's not the end of the world. I've still got my family, my health, and that's pretty important.
Getting on with life without one aspect, and that is that contact with media, asking racing questions. How long do you think that'll go?
Who knows? It's just something that, it's, I had a bad day, and who knows what might come around the corner. I don't know. I'll just take things as they come, and we'll just see what happens. As I said, I'll be still out there doing my best and enjoying what I do, and I'm sure there'll still be a lot of people, whether I talk or not, people will still want to back me horses.
I may as well be the first to try. Caulfield Cup, can you tip us into one?
Yeah, well, hopefully it's a lovely day and the sun's shining. It'll be tremendous. So it'll be great.
So with not a peep about Sale of Century, Curator Storm or Freemason, this became an opportunity to find out about John Hawkes, the man who chose Caulfield Cup Day to get married.
I'm actually married on a Caulfield Cup Day in 1969.
So it's always a special day for you, Caulfield Cup Day, regardless of the set of circumstances.
Oh, it is for Jen, and not me.
I always remember.
I don't remember those bloody things, mate. They're gone those days.
Typical Aussie male.
Well, be what it may, mate. That's, He remembers, that's all that matters.
John's mother and father.
Yep.
From his workstation at his Melbourne base in Flemington, there's a glint of a man happy to be out of the media's glare, happy with his horses and his family.
Myself, there's Michael and Wayne and Shane and Julie.
Man of Woodland Stud, almost part of the family as well.
He's pride of place everywhere. I think we've got 5 photos in Sydney and 4 of them are octagonal. So the other one's guineas. We won a golden slipper. So he's just something special in all our lives, I think, and it's continuing on. So
And it's It's in the form of his first Group 1 winner, Lonhro. Sired by the mighty Ockie, Hawks is keeping him for the autumn rather than a taxing Cox Plate plan. And don't dare question why. If there's one thing J.R. Hawks knows, it's what a horse is thinking. Years of listening, watching and learning, and not always at the track.
When I was younger, I sort of, used to enjoy the football, and when I was a younger bloke, I actually sort of got tied up with the Glenelg football club and met some, fantastic people, and some of them are, still our friends today. And, that was, I suppose, from the racing and working, 7 days a week, it was just to get away from racing and go down to the football club and, after the races, and used to see odd games, but, not a great deal. And in that time, we won a couple of premierships when I was tied up with Glenelg. I was one of the vice presidents down there.
He still reflects on the days of Kernahan, McGuinness and McDermott.
Oh, look at the goal.
Settle down, dear, settle down. Don't get too excited.
It's champions he watches closely. In any field, admiration has turned to friendship with AFL's controversial coach, Kevin Sheedy, himself fined $7,500 by the league last year.
Just watching him, what he does even, with his players and that. And, I try to put that type of practice, in my field. And watching those type of people, they're, the head of their field, you can always learn something from that, that type of person.
Where are you, John? I'm looking for you. Welcome back to Victoria, son. Hey, there's no doubt about you, hey? You're allowed to talk to me, come on. No, we've both been fined $7,500 bucks.
Yeah.
This is the biggest sting of all time. And it's great to see that they got Martians.
Smart ass, aren't you? Smart ass.
It's great to see they got Martians in the VRC in the Stipes area, because I've been pinged $7,500 too, mate.
Well,
it's only money.
that's right, mate. It's not an arm and a leg, is it?
And I know a couple of chicken mates of mine.
The chicken mates are, of course, Jack and Bob Ingham, the racing benefactors who have provided Hawks and his right-hand men, sons Wayne and Michael, with so many glories, but not the achievement he treasures most.
What's your proudest moment in life?
I think of anybody's, sort of life. I think if you're, lucky enough to have your health and your kids grow up, and do something, and you're proud of them, I don't think you can ask for anything more than that.
Good luck to John. He's won all the classic races, and now he's got his sights firmly on the Cups, the Caulfield Cup this afternoon. Kevin Sheedy, by the way, his great mate there, in attendance, having a few beers this afternoon and hoping that his great mate can get up with one of his three horses. Well, fellas, what do you reckon? Should he break the ban this afternoon and talk to the media? Should he win the Caulfield Cup, or is it going to be left to Ron Duffy of Sale of Century gets up to do all the talking? So,
well, Ronnie will do all the talking if he wins it, I can assure you of that, Ed. But I suppose silence is golden a little bit. Ever since Johnny said no more talk to the media, he hasn't stopped winning races.
Well, look, I'm a little bit biased because I like Johnny Hawks, and I think all this has got a bit out of hand, and without knowing, I suspect that Johnny regrets the stage it's got to. And John said earlier, he said, look, when he heard Kevin Sheedy speak, he said, you can always learn something from those type of people. Well, is there a better ambassador in sport than Kevin Sheedy is for AFL? He's got an absolute passion for football, and it comes through. He talks to media, he talks to people. I reckon if John picked up from Kevin Sheedy there, he'd probably be happier, and so would we.
Ken, there was talk down here about possibly the racing authorities, as part of the licence, making it a prerequisite that you agree to talk to the media and promote the industry. Do you think that's going to be part of our game in future?
I doubt if they can do that, but nevertheless, I feel that they should educate trainers and tell them, look, the whole game's got an obligation to people who put money in, and those people are owners, punters and sponsors. Now, sponsors want you to promote the sport. Punters want to know what's happening, and they find that out through the media. And I think if we can have an education process where we let these licensed people know, like Damien Oliver, I just seen Barbara Courtney, one of the PR staff here from Caulfield, said, Damien, can you spare 2 minutes to come and talk to a group of owners? He said, sure thing. He nearly run up there. Damien realises it's for the good of racing, and I think if other people had that attitude, we'd all be a lot better off.
Well, for the good of racing, and some great racing still to come on the wide world of sports as we take this break on Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup Day.
here on the Wide World of Sports, and this little area down the northern end of the course is where putters come for a little bit of therapy, a little bit of quiet time. We've got a bloke up the back here. We won't ask him for a tip. If the tips that we got you from the mug punters earlier didn't confuse you enough, maybe this lot will.
Yeah, well, I've sorted out to a couple of horses. I think Freemason. Yeah. Freemason will get over the line. Yeah. And really can't remember my second tip now.
Nice hat. Who's going to win the Caulfield Cup?
Look, I got my money on Carps that way, I reckon. I reckon the track's going to be pretty firm. I don't think it's as wet as everyone makes out.
Freemason.
And a reason?
Just like the name.
So you got the form guide, you got the pen, and it all just boils back to you like the name.
That's right.
Excuse me, champ. I'm going to give you the last word on the Caulfield Cup. Who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
When you're ready, because we're all waiting on it. Everyone out there in Wide World of Sports land is waiting for your tip. In your own time, the whole audience is waiting. Who's going to win?
Number 11.
Number 11. Gee, that's confident. In a flurry. So there you have it. Wide World of Sports, the mug punters have spoken, and he is the king, and In a Flurry is going to win. Good luck, mate.
Well done, Vossi. Well, good luck to In a Flurry coming up in the Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup coming up in a few moments' time, or in about half an hour's time, 45 minutes' time. Anyway, Mike Mackay's with me, the two-time gold medalist and a silver medalist in the Olympic rowing. Mike, who do you like in this race coming up the Coonji Handicap?
Jeez, I can't decide on one, so I've gone a bit of a trifecta with 2, 5, 8 and 10. 4 horses, but only 3 will get across the line. 2, 5, 8 and 10. So you like Tempest Morn to win? Just as long as he comes somewhere in the top 3, I'll be happy.
Good on you, mate. Well, that's the main thing, and the other 2 are coupled with it. Get in there and have a bit of a punt.
I will do. Cheers, mate.
Good on you, Mike. One of the many superstars of sport here today at Caulfield. Well, we saw our punter before go for In a Flurry. Well, Cliff Brown, of course, is the trainer, and Anne-Marie Sparkman is down in the stalls and has caught up with Cliff.
Thanks, Eddie. Well, Cliff, obviously a very big week for you. Had a little boy, Harvey, born on Wednesday, and a mission got put into the Cup field. Unfortunately, scratched today. Was that because of the track?
No, look, he actually had an elevated temperature, and unfortunately we have to miss the race because we treated him. Yeah.
You're still having a flurry in. A good weight for her. A lot of people are thinking she might be a good thing.
Look, there's no good things. We'll try our best. She's fit well. Everything's fine with her. The track's a bit of a concern. I'd rather it be a firm surface, but we can't change that.
And for a fairly difficult horse, what's she been like today?
Look, I haven't seen her for a while now. I left early because we had an early runner, and but at the farm this morning she was great. Yeah.
Coonji's coming up. You've got Citrus Prince in there. One last start. He's going up in class in this race.
Look, he is. He's well. Everything's good with him. The track won't be a worry. But at the same token, he really is meeting horses like Tempest Morn and those sorts of horses that are really high class. So if we beat them, we're happy.
Not giving much away. Each way bet?
Oh, look, we'll try our best.
All right. Thanks, Cliff. And back to you, Ed.
Thanks very much. Anne-Marie Sparkman there with Cliff Brown. About 90-odd minutes before we get to the Caulfield Cup for 2001. But coming up in about 15 minutes' time, it's the Snow White Cleaning Coonji Handicap. We're going to take a break and come back live at Caulfield on Wide World of Sports.
Plenty of people getting into the swing of the carnival atmosphere here on Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup Day, and they're in the yard for the Snow White Cleaning Coonji Handicap Group 3 event over 2,000 metres. Let's have a look at the contestants, and number 1, Ken, is Slavonic.
Yeah, Slavonic. Well, he's been a hardy horse, and he's had 37 starts. He's won 9 times. No horse in the parade will look better than him. He looks sensational. A good run in the Cranbourne Cup, made up a lot of ground. I give him a chance.
Horse that has found plenty of form for the Gay Waterhouse stable. That's number 2, Tempest Morn, right?
She's only had 1 run back at Gosford. She had 60 kilos there. I thought she did a terrific job. She was very forward going in with a lot of trials going into that. So second up here, 2,000 with Gay training her. I'm not too concerned.
Number 3 in the Coonji is Citrus Prince.
Yeah, one of the genuine chances, Simon. It's quite relevant that he's won twice on a slow track and once on a heavy track. And very good trainer, Cliff Brown. And Cliff's got the horse. He's just stopped here right in front of us, Citrus Prince, and be hard to fault him.
Certainly is hard to fault him. Hard to fault number 5, also Tiger's Eye. Lee Friedman, the trainer, had some luck here already today.
Yeah, he can improve today. He's had a lot of excuses this time in. Had no luck at Cranbourne in last start, and then he had a respiratory infection at Moonee Valley before that. D-Day for him as far as the Cup's point of view is concerned.
Well, the 6 and 7 aren't with us, and number 8 is Lolita Star.
Yeah, Lolita Star was the beaten favourite in the Oaks last year, and we thought she was going to be something special then. And she might be just coming back to form. An excellent third in the Let's Elope at Flemington, and then she ran in a weight for age race last start. Biggest thing against her, I'd say, is she hasn't run for 4 weeks, and which is not always the right credentials for a horse at a 2,000-metre race, but I think she'll be hard to beat, and there she is.
Well, let's see if she can recapture some form, and the way to do that is probably ask the trainer, Tony McAvoy, and here he is now with Anthony Mithun.
Well, Tony, Lolita Star, she's third up today, slashing run first up third, and then pretty good run in the Underwood as well. Her form's pretty good.
Yes, her form is very good. The Underwood run was excellent, really. She wasn't beaten far, ran out of a little bit of room in the straight and couldn't quite get her stride. She's trained on very well. We had her in the Turnbull and unfortunately had to scratch her from that race with a slight problem, which is probably a blessing in disguise when we saw how Sunline went. She looks beautifully placed today, and I'm just a little disappointed the rain came for her. She's a winner on slow, but I think would be more effective the better the ground got.
What would she go on to now?
If she runs well today, she'll run in the McKinnon on Derby Day. If she's not quite in her top of her form, we'll look at running her in the Matriarch on the last day.
And what's your feeling on her track work and where her form's at? She's a lovely mare, and you want her at the top of her game this time of year.
Oh, of course. I think she's going super. I really do think she's going super. She's very well in this race. It's a very good race for her. She can, all things being well, she can win this race.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
No stone unturned there from Tony McAvoy about Lolita Star. Well, let's see what the tote is telling us as we check the betting moves for this, the Snow White Cleaning Coonji Handicap.
Yes, Slavonic is in commission at $8.70. Tempest Morn, look, normally I'd say tough task, second up after a long while, but Gay Waterhouse can do these things. $4.50, $7.90 for Citrus Prince. Captivator is a scratching, $9.60 for Tiger's Eye. Typhoon and the Collector aren't with us. Lolita Star, very, very well supported, $4.60. TAB number 9, Adolescence from the John Hawke stable at $14, the same price as his other runner, Burley. $36 for Desktop Lover for Bill Mitchell, $134 for Big Hustler. Indian Ridge at $13, then 2 scratchings, Make Me a Miracle and Umaline. Viva La Vie, he'll handle the conditions at $22. And then over we go to number 17, Merlin's Law at $12, and Manziel from Newcastle at $57, and Condi's Fair was not required.
Well, let's have a quick peek at what the boys are keen on. Kenny's on Lolita Star, so's Ronnie, and Simon Marshall is with the Gay Waterhouse trained Tempest Morn. Well, I wonder what they're saying out the back. Andrew Voss is about to tell us.
Well, I will tell you, Simon, just before we update this race, just for the Caulfield Cup betting on those early markets earlier today, I talked about Capstad Way, unwanted when we did have a heavy track to start with, upgraded to slow, and with this beautiful Melbourne sunshine, it's been the improver. As the weather's improved, so too is its price. It's coming a couple of points Capstad Way in betting. Still the favourite, though, King Keitel. But for the next tier, Tempest Morn, the punters have rallied behind Gay Waterhouse. It's an outright favourite. On the total, Lolita Star and Tempest Morn fighting out for favouritism. But right now, right here, Tempest Morn is the outright favourite, ahead of Lolita Star. Tiger's Eye and Citrus Prince, the only other two under double figures. And really, there's been plenty of drifting in the ring. Slavonic, Adolescence, Burley, Indian Ridge have all drifted out in the ring. They've been very easy in betting. But that's the story for the next. The punters in the ring, they like Tempest Morn, a victory for Gay Waterhouse on Caulfield Cup Day here on the Wide World of Sports. We've got plenty more to come.
Welcome back to Caulfield on this Carlton Draft Caulfield Cup Day. Plenty of great fashions here today. Lots of people at the back enjoying themselves, watching all the action on Channel 9 on the big screen. And of course, we're getting set now for the Coonji Handicap, the Snow White Cleaning Coonji Handicap. On in a few moments' time, Gian Rooney is flogging boyfriend Michael Klim so far in the tipping. Gian, what do we like this time?
I think I'm going to go for number 5, Tiger's Eye.
Tiger's Eye. How much?
No relevance, just I like the name.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How much money?
I'm going 100 on the head.
Loading up again,
Yeah, I might as well stick to what I've been doing. It's been going off so far.
Well, Michael, the pressure is on.
No luck so far. I'm going to go number 1, Slavonic, 50 each way, just a bit of insurance. Hopefully, I got to give something back to the Starlight Foundation at the end of the day, so hopefully someone come through for me.
Okay, so backing number 1, Slavonic, 50 each way, 100 on the nose on Tiger's Eye. Good luck to both of you in this one. I think you're going beautifully, Gian. I think you're absolutely killing this, bloke.
Thanks, Eddie.
All right, well, of course, the money going on thanks to Crown Casino and all the winnings going, of course, to the charities of Michael Klim and Gian Rooney. Let's go to Simon Marshall for the late mail before the start of the Snow White Cleaning Coonji Handicap. Simon.
Thanks, Eddie. Lolita Star's just beside me now, and she looks fantastic. She's just sweated up a little bit. Let me tell you, folks, that the sun's come out here now, and it's very warm and humid. If you like, I've got number 5, Tiger's Eye, just trotting around with me with Damien Oliver. Looks fantastic, this horse. Very ribbed up and fit. No excuses for Slavonic. You could eat your dinner off his back. Tempest Morn, she always gets a little bit fizzy and a little bit tizzy. She's definitely on her toes, and Gay Waterhouse has got her 110% fit for today. As I said, Citrus Prince looked good. Tiger's Eye looked great. Lolita Star, apart from that, there's no excuses, boys. You've got to comment in the mounting yard.
Yeah, well, not much more need be said. There's Tiger's Eye, the horse that Gian Rooney's backed with the red with the white cross on it. And Ron, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a very difficult race here. I'm sort of leaning to Lolita Star without a great deal of confidence. Thought there were some long shots down the bottom that could improve. Viva La Vie, Merlin's Law caught my eye last start, and to a lesser extent, Manziel at 60 to 1.
Yeah, well, there we are. There's Manziel there, Talk of the Devil, ready to go in. TAB number 18 in the brown and blue colours. And Glenn Boss, who's had plenty of good wins over the carnival, is riding him. In he goes. In the background there was number 13 in the orange, Indian Ridge. Yep, Manziel's not so keen on going. Now he'll go forward. We're just about ready. Here's Sky Channel's Greg Miles.
Slavonic on the inside, just took a little dive at the gates. They're away now, and Slavonic jumped well on the inside, so did Tempest Morn. Viva La Vie got away fast, and Manziel's on the improve early out wider. Followed by Citrus Prince, Desktop Lover, Lolita Star, Adolescence, and then came Merlin's Law. Well back is Big Hustler, caught very wide, and so is Tiger's Eye, about 5 or 6 wide. And Burley Indian Ridge are at the tail of the field, 1,500 to go, and Manziel had crossed them and led. Manziel by 2 lengths, Slavonic second, Tiger's Eye moving up into third. Closely followed by Viva La Vie, fourth, Tempest Morn 5th on the rail, followed by Adolescence, and then Big Hustler travelling 3 or 4 wide up the rise at the back of the course. A length and a half further back is Citrus Prince, who's also deep. Lolita Star in the centre, and over on the inside, Desktop Lover, trailed by Indian Ridge, travelling wide also, and at the tail of the field, Merlin's Law on the inside, and Burley. About 1,100 to go now, and it's Manziel, the leader, out by a length and a half. Tiger's Eye second. In third placing, just behind them, is Viva La Vie. Big Hustler the outside, nearly a length. Slavonic a length. Tempest Morn 6th the inside from Indian Ridge, having no luck. Then came Adolescence, trailed then further back by Desktop Lover, Citrus Prince, Lolita Star back to third last now from Burley and Merlin's Law. Manziel led coming up the side at the 800 metres. He's narrowly in front of Tiger's Eye and Big Hustler. Viva La Vie right behind them over on the inside in fourth, and then Slavonic and Indian Ridge a length and a half to Tempest Morn. Desktop Lover on the inside of her, followed by Adolescence as they went by the 600. Citrus Princess next, and then Lolita Star. Burley next to last, and Merlin's Law as they cornered. Where Tiger's Eye strode to the lead, Slavonic's after it, Manziel under pressure. Then Viva La Vie, Tempest Morn and Indian Ridge out wider as they cornered. Trailed by Desktop Lover, making ground on the inside. Tiger's Eye tackled by Slavonic, Indian Ridge, Citrus Princess coming deeper, and then Viva La Vie, Tempest Morn and Lolita Star. They're across the track inside the 200 metres, where Citrus Prince wide out on the course, and Indian Ridge at the lead. Tempest Morn is coming through on the inside of them. It's Citrus Prince and Indian Ridge. Citrus Prince on the outside. He's going well. Citrus Prince and Nick Indian Ridge. 2 lengths away third, Tempest Morn, grabbing it just in advance of Viva La Vie, and Burley, who made ground from last, and then Lolita Star, Merlin's Law, Desktop Lover, Tiger's Eye trailed in then by Adolescence. A long break then to Slavonic, Manziel knocking up, and Big Hustler last of all.
Yes, Stephen Arnold for Cliff Brown. Number 3, Citrus Prince, 870 and 280. Number 13, Indian Ridge, $3.90 the place. And number 2, Tempest Morn, getting close to her good form at $1.70. Well, it was an exciting race, a lot of chances as they spread coming to the turn, and Citrus Prince went up wide outside of Indian Ridge, and then Tempest Morn was trying to push through as we stopped them just behind the other horses. But coming around the home turn, it was second on the outside, Citrus Prince, who eventually won the race from Indian Ridge. That's Indian Ridge there, and over in third place was Tempest Morn, who just pushed out between horses. All right, as we roll them again, I pushed a little bit low down on those arrows, but as we roll them, Indian Ridge in the orange gets to the lead. Outside of Indian Ridge is Citrus Prince, and Tempest Morn between horses, and the red and black stripes just going past Viva La Vie. Stephen Arnold didn't panic. He knew he had Indian Ridge beaten, and so it was as they went to the line. And Burley, out wide in the black with the Cerise Cup, got home very strongly. Righto, Ronnie, the whitest of all in the black and white cap is the winner. Nice rider, Stephen Arnold, isn't he?
Oh, he's a patient rider, Stephen Arnold. And Cliffy Brown, he's a marvellous trainer of stayers. This horse come back after the fall in the O'Shea Stakes, and he's bounced back this preparation and racing in the best form of his career. Bart's horse is an improving stayer, and Tempest Morn, that'll just top her off.
Yeah, Tempest Morn has only had 2 runs in. She's not far off it. Stephen Arnold, he won the 1,000 guineas on Wednesday, and he wins again on Caulfield Cup Day. Here he is with Simon Marshall.
Congratulations, Stevie. Great ride, Caulfield Cup Day. Also great to win a race on this particular day.
Exactly, Simon. Yeah, it's a great day, obviously, and good, strong win.
Yeah, Citrus Prince, you comfortable nice and early. Timed you run beautiful.
Yeah, he got back. He's got to balance up, and he balanced up, and Cliff was pretty confident going into the race. Pretty quiet bloke, but he was pretty confident today, so I was likewise.
How about this track? The sun's come out, it's a little bit humid, it seems to be firming up.
Yeah, it's drying up by the minute, I reckon, Simon. Had it right in race 3 and now this one, and it's certainly firmed up.
And you got Bomber Bill coming up in race 7. He's a great little chance over the 1100.
Yeah, he's out of the 7th, but got KMS in the second last.
KMS in the second last. We'll look out for you there, Steve-O. Congratulations.
Thanks, Simon.
Stevie Arnold there, boys. We'll head back to you.
Okay, now as we just see this head on here, widest out is Burley in the black with the cerise cap. Just inside of him is Citrus Prince. Slavonic in the purple and white there. But nice style of Stephen Arnold. He puts the whip away. You can't see the horse that's running second, Indian Ridge. He had bright orange colours. There he is. He's actually the widest horse at this stage, Indian Ridge. Goes up outside of Slavonic, and then Citrus Prince goes up outside of him. Just at this point, Indian Ridge is getting to the lead past Slavonic. Now Citrus Prince claims him, and Tempest Morn in the red and black colours, closer to the inside, pushes through for third. An exciting race, Ronnie Duffersey.
Certainly was. If there was a horse with an excuse there, it was Adolescence, who didn't have much room in the straight, but take nothing away from the winner, he wouldn't have beat him.
The winner, and there he is returning to scales, Citrus Prince, trained by Cliffy Brown, a man who's got an excellent strike rate, and he's a very good trainer, and he's now with Tim Sheridan.
Yeah, Cliff Brown, you became a father during the week, and you've won a group race on Caulfield Cup Day. You must be pretty happy, mate.
Yeah, look, I'm pleased with it, and, you know, it's good, yeah.
Yep. I mean, how does this rate with becoming a dad?
Oh, look, no, they're worlds apart, yeah. You know, being a dad's an amazing thing, and winning races is good, but they're miles apart.
Yeah. Cliff, young Stephen got him across from barrier 13. It was a terrific ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, he's a wonderful rider. If he could ride light, he's probably in the best in Australia.
Give us the last word on Inner Flurry, the mare in the Cup.
Oh, look, she's good, and we'll just hope, see what happens. Yeah.
Okay, mate, thanks, congratulations, and good luck.
Righto, see you later.
Good on you, Shero, with Cliffy Brown there. A man of few words. It's been a big week for him.